What's going on, guys? We're back with another video today, and we're starting up our franchise mode with the Ottawa Senators. So this is going to be a pretty long-ish video. We're going to set up the lines. We're not going to make any trades yet. I want to try to see Tierney. I'm going to get right into it. It's going to be quick. Alright, so Kachuk, Brown, White is fine there. We can get Howerluck up on the third line. Honestly, these are the lines we're going to run with. Alright. And that's the defense we're going to run with. And then we got our goalie. Alright. I know I said I'd see you guys at the deadline, but we ran into a bit of an issue. This bit of an issue is Craig Anderson got injured. So I said, alright, let's bring up Hogberg, give him a couple tryout games. He didn't do too bad. The issue is he has to go through waivers. It's going to be live, so it's either Nelson we keep. He has been terrible. Hogberg's played only 2 games and been fantastic. And I don't feel like dropping Anderson because he will get most likely claimed. That being said, it's either Nilsson or Hogberg. 24-29. I think from a little bit of a surprise, we've surprised the league and we're doing actually quite okay. I think I'm going to try to send down Hogberg. Or Nelson, sorry. Nelson does clear. So quite honestly, I think that was the best situation. He's got quite a hefty contract. That's probably why he didn't get picked up on. I feel like just sending Hogberg through with the chance of him being claimed is just scary. Because he's going to be one of our next, and hopefully Nelson doesn't get mad. Oh boy. So I'll do a little bit of a checkup with you guys. It is currently at November 22nd, 2019, in game, and we are sitting at 10-10-2 record. It's not too bad. I mean, we could be doing a little bit better. We have 22 points, so we're tied with the Sabres. We're beating the Sabres because we have more wins. And we're only 2 points away from a playoff spot. Colin White's doing alright. Nothing fantastic. Let's check in with our team. 14 points for Duclair. Tierney's doing pretty good with 15 points. Bobby Ryan's got 12 points. Connor Brown's got 17, so Brown's doing well. There is your point leader, 18 for White. Kachuk sitting at a 17. If he can have a really good year. What is he? He's had his rookie season. He didn't win the Calder. This is his sophomore year. And he's at 17 and 22. That's a pretty good pace. Down on the third line, we got Jace Howerluck. 8 points. That's not terrible. Pekka's got 2 points and 4. Why have you only played 4 games? That's not right. How have you only... What? How? Pekka must have been hurt. Clark MacArthur, 8 points. That's pretty good for him. Scott Saburn's got 4. Nick Paul has 9. It's not bad. Ryan Callahan sitting at a solid 9 points as well. Thomas Chabot sitting at a solid 9, and his first year he had 55. Nope, his first year he had 25. This is his third year in the NHL, and he's hopefully can do the same as the year prior. Actually, gonna switch that. No, we're gonna go with Hainsey and Chabot. I didn't even realize that I could have done that. Yep, that's happening. And then there's Anderson's numbers, and you've already seen Hogberg's numbers. So that's a little look. Now, hopefully, now you'll see us at the deadline. Well, this is as close to the deadline as I'm going to get for now. While I talk, we've had quite a big run through the first couple months. We'll give you a recap. Preseason, we were looking pretty solid. Then we started with 3 wins, 4 losses. 4 is it? 5. We came back with a win. We lost again. But we went on a pretty solid run of form through the next 2 months. Past the Christmas break, we went on a bit of a losing streak there. And then this month is kind of where we just picked up. We lost too early. We beat the Capitals. We got a point against the Detroit Red Wings. We beat the Canadiens. We lost to the Blackhawks. We beat the Golden Knights. We lost to the Flames. We went on the All-Star break. And now we're sitting at a 3-game win streak heading into the next month. Now the question is, how unreasonable is it for us to catch? And it's not. That's not unreasonable at all. They look better than us, but only 4 points away are the Senators, and I mean, we're kind of not a big scoring team, but I think it would be not in our interest to go find someone right now. I don't want to trade our first round pick is what I'm trying to say. We have 2. It would be very, very ignorant of us to go trade, or selfish of us to go trade for this year. We're not a contender this year. Now we're not too terrible this year, as Clark MacArthur is having a pretty good year. 21 points in 51 games. Last time in the NHL was 36 points. I believe that would have been with the Ottawa Senators. So this is his highest, one of his highest point totals. So this isn't terrible. This is not terrible at all. And he's seen playoffs with the Senators. He's seen the playoffs with the Leafs as well. So I think we keep Clark MacArthur and play him in a 4th line role. And we go look for a 2nd line or 1st line even center. Maybe move Chris Tierney. Get the top line center to play beside Bobby Ryan and Anthony Duclair. And if Tierney, see, he doesn't really fit the 3rd line. Yeah, I mean, that's not bad. If we move Artem and Isimov, maybe Artem and Bodker, look for a 3rd line winger, and look for a top line centerman, we could have something going here. Maybe look for a top 6 defenseman, 81 overall, to maybe even it out a little bit. Christian Jaros is pretty good. He's had a pretty good year so far. Zaitsev and his contract, he's been pretty solid. Borowiecki as well. Ron Hainsey, since being moved, he's only a -6. He's got a couple of points. But we're really looking at Hassan Bacho to pull us through on the back end. Hogberg has been stellar. I think he stays. And I think if we want a chance at something, it's got to be Craig Anderson that stays. So I think goaltending-wise, we're fine. defense, we could use an 81 to play either hopefully in the top 4, because Borowiecki doesn't really fit there. Hopefully in the top 4, if not the top 6, and an 81 overall to maybe even it, get a little bit more help. And then we need a top line center and a third line right winger. Alright, so I will go look at the trade block myself to see if there's anything that we can do now to maybe get us a bit of a boost going through this month. Alright, so I found a trade. This trade is pretty much perfect for us. It's going to be with the Carolina Hurricanes, and it's going to be taking someone off their second line. Not Nieto Niederreiter, not Marcus Nakes, but Justin Williams. Could be the newest member of the Ottawa Senators, because I think they're not a playoff team. They're ranked 26th in the league. They could jump back up, but I think they're looking to move either Stahl or Dzingel or Foegele up to the second line. And they're looking to get rid of Williams for a third. I used a trade finder. This isn't a bad deal. If you look at it, our third is from this year. We have a crap ton of picks. We have 2 firsts, 3 firsts, 4 seconds, a third, 2 thirds, a fourth, a fifth, a sixth, 2 sixths. I think we can afford to give away a third. I'm going to see if we can maybe get a 7th in return. I think this is a great deal. We bring him on. I figured out lines that kind of work. Not really, but they kind of do. So let's try it. It goes through. We're ready to go with this. Alright. Why we have to move down Clark MacArthur is beyond me. It's going to be for Tierney. Now Tierney is going to get moved. Alright. Justin Williams. Slide in there, and he doesn't totally fit. He works better on the top line, and you know that I'm gonna leave that the way that is. Bobby Ryan, Duclair down here with our new centerman Brady Tkachuk. I might convert him to a center. He's not terrible center-wise. His face-offs are really, really good. Alright, now why did you... That's why. Okay, so let's throw Bodker in, and then let's move Bodker down to the minors. That is terrible. That is so bad. Alright, to roster moves we go. In to grab ourselves a Clark MacArthur. And we're going to send down Bodker. Claim him. Nobody claimed him. Alright. Perfect. Sabern is the next. Actually, it's Tierney. Tierney is the next one out. Alright, so Tierney's going to be moved with maybe Anisimov to get the top line center. I'm going to... Actually, no. Brady Tkachuk's going to move up. Do we have a playmaker? We don't have a playmaker. If we had a playmaker. Alright. Come on. He kind of scores Brown, no. We're going to leave that at the +3, that is. I think Brown stays. We got to just maybe get a playmaking center and a third line winger, and we could have something good here. Still haven't found, actually I have found a defenseman that could fit from Anaheim, and it's Irwin. He's not a big replacement. Kind of someone just to... Here we go. Let's get back to them. Come on, there we go. Yes, so Irwin is who they're looking to get rid of. He fits all of our defensive pairs. So I think, and he's on their penalty kill. He's on their second defensive pair, and they're 3-man. He's a good locker room guy, and he tends to keep to himself. So I think Irwin is the next offer. And we are going to do this trade ourselves, and I'll let you guys watch it. They're not interested in any picks. We'll offer them a 7th and a 6th for Irwin. A 7th might work. Actually, let's give them a bit more. Let's give them the defenseman from the roster. Yaros or Wolainen? I think Wolainen's gonna go. Actually, we might not even have to get rid of the 7th. Wolainen, and we could get like a pick back, like a 7th back. And then we could package the 2 7ths in the next deal. Actually, let's try a 5th. So let's try a 5th and Irwin for Christian Wolainen. We don't need him. It's kind of just, he's going to help us a little bit. They're both on 1-year deals. Very low salary. Let's see. Rejected. Not comfortable taking extra salary on. At the moment, that's fine by me. Let's try a 6th. Rejected. And let's try a 7th next couple years from now, then, I guess. Rejected. Alright, so let's just try straight up. 1 for 1. No. Okay, so we might have to add something here. Not that I have an issue with that. Not comfortable taking extra salary. Why? I'll make him a $200,000 player. Rejected. Why are you rejecting this trade offer? Tampa Bay 5th. I will move up to a 4th, but a 4th is as high as I'm gonna go. For they don't wanna. What do you want, Yaros? Like, I'm gonna do the trade finder. From Anaheim. Let's get there. I just want to take Irwin. Open block. Nick Paul in a 5th. Ryan Callahan, so that's not bad. No, we're going to go with the 5th and the 6th next year to get Irwin. That's not terrible. They don't want to take anybody on, so I guess Yaros can go to the AHL. He didn't get claimed, so honestly, that's not a bad deal. Oh, I guess he didn't have to go. Alright. Almost done with the trades here. Why'd you send Clark MacArthur down? Hold on, guys. I'll be back. Alright, so I figured out the lines he doesn't really fit in. I guess fitting in is 0 or above. Alright, so that's kind of upsetting. I mean, it's not a bad defensive core. I wish I'd have went for someone a little bit better. He fits into our penalty kill, though. Or no, he doesn't. Alright, so let's find one more deal. for the top line centerman. I will go find that very, very fast. Alright, so I got some bad news. I didn't find anybody that fit and that I wanted. I found Kevin Hayes, but he's got $7 million on his contract left, so no thanks. I think I'm just going to roll with the team we have so far. I'm going to see if there's a better fit for third line in the free agent market. We're going to get up to the deadline, and then I'm going to see what there is. Can there please be someone better that suits? Nobody. Alright. So I am going to quickly get us to the deadline day. And I'm going to see what moves go down this month. I'll keep this live. We beat the Leafs. See, the Kevin Hayes deal's coming in, but I don't want to. If you retain. No. I was going to say if you retain, but no. We're on a decent little win streak. I'm just going to decline everything for now. We lose to the Jets. Khudobin, we don't need another goalie. I'm fine with my goalies that I would like. Colorado's a loss. Arizona is a W. There's a deal. Chicago gets Trevor Lewis, Joakim Ryan, I think, and David Schlemko. Oh, my phone just went off. And a third for Bodine, Gilbert, and Brent Seabrooks off to the Kings. Play the Maple Leafs again. At home we lose. We lose again. Come on, beat Buffalo. We have to beat Buffalo. Fleury to San Jose. Vlasic to Vegas. A prospect and a pick is thrown in as well. I'm not looking to trade Borowiecki. Riley has a strained hamstring. We beat the Jets. Can we beat the Canadiens? We beat the Canadiens. We look kind of far out. Ingram, 2 seconds to Anaheim. Milano, a third, a fourth, and a fifth to Nashville. Riley's available. I'll just continue that, and we beat. Wow, we don't look far out. Now the issue is 67 points is the other division. We have a wild card spot. The Ottawa Senators have a wild card spot for the playoffs. Justin Williams on the top line now with Brady Tkachuk and Bobby Ryan. Hopefully Bobby Ryan can bounce back this year. Looking at a 20-goal season. His first 20-goal season since 2016. Not his highest point total yet, but he's looking at his first 20-goal season since 2016. That's big for him. Brady Tkachuk, hopefully he's doing pretty solid. It's not bad. He's acting more like a playmaker. Just feed Bobby Ryan, please. He's had 10 points in 12 games since coming in. So yes, Williams stays. It's been solid. We need to find a playmaker for Duclair, though. Because Artem Anisimov's not going to cut it. Brown is already feeding him the puck, but we just got to find someone that fits, that gets a boost, that looks kind of decent. Now I'm thinking White fits down there. White and Anisimov fit down there. I'm okay with keeping that bottom six the way it is. Clark MacArthur's having a 12 goal season for Clarkie. 21 points. That's pretty good. For him, I guess. I mean, I'm honestly okay with keeping that. If we can just find someone. I'm going to go look again. We need to find a center. If not, we keep things the way they are. Hope for the best. I'm okay with using a first round draft pick. I'm going to try my hardest to get someone. Because if we can look at the playoffs in year number 1, that's pretty big. We have Norris coming up. We have Batherson coming up. I need a rental. All I need is a rental. And if you look at our draft pick, it's not very high. It looks like the Sharks, and the Sharks are trying to make a run. We're actually better than the Sharks right now. So the best thing we can hope for is a top 10, top 15 at most. And like they're all going to be a either 10 or above. It's going to be our 3 picks. No one's probably going to hit. If we can take more away from the Islanders, that wouldn't be a bad idea. Is there anybody that they're willing to get rid of that fits? They have a lot of people. I don't know if they fit. Lee fits, but he's alright at face-offs. You don't fit, you're quite a bit of money. You don't fit, you're quite a bit. Like, Eberle doesn't fit, right? So, there's going to be issues with this coach. Come on, game. Yeah, they don't fit. Alright, so I'm going to go look around. I'm going to try to maybe make a deal with a team that's out of the playoffs now. Or that's looking on the outside looking, and there we go. Alright, so I'll see you guys in a few seconds. Alright. I got a deal. Hear me out. Ricard Raquel. They are a terrible team. They're in the shitter, and they're going to be there for, could be a while if we take Ricard Raquel. Here's what I'm thinking. And they still have 2 really good center. 3. Their center core is really, really good. They are a terrible team. Taking Ricard Raquel is not bad. Even Getzlaf, I wouldn't mind taking. He's got 2 years left. Ricard Raquel's got a better contract. Even though Getzlaf does fit, he's a bit more to get. Actually, he is a bit more, but is it worth it, honestly? Ricard Raquel's deal is so good, though. No, Ricard Raquel is our guy. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm pulling a Pierre Dorian. Kind of. He bet with their first round pick on Matt Duchene near the beginning of the year. We are at deadline day. We are a pretty decent team so far. We're above 500. We're in a playoff spot, but not for long. Ricard Raquel is a medium top 6 forward. He fits into the first forward line. And Brady Tkachuk, I'm going to turn him center, fits into the second line. I think this is a no doubt deal for us. We give up a second for next year. Now, if you go look at the picks we're giving up, the issue is, yeah, well, you're the Senators, you suck. Why are you giving up picks? I'm betting on ourselves making the playoffs. That's a wash. We're a decent team. It's going to be a bad pick if we finish good anyway. Like, our second will be a mid-round second. And then it's the Sharks' second in next year. So they're getting stuff that helps them. We're getting Ricard Raquel for our push. And I'm going to throw Scott Sabern in there as well. Because he's the roster player that I want to get rid of, so we don't have to deal with the roster movement. He doesn't fit on our power play, but he is a playmaker. He's been playmaking this year. He's been on their first forward line. He's a well-rounded personality, meshes well with any room. So he shouldn't hinder us. I think this is a good deal. I think it might be a bit of overpayment. Rejected. They wanted Josh Norris. Now, I wouldn't mind giving up Josh Norris. We have center prospects for days. We have 4 center prospects. Actually, Tierney. Tierney needs to go. Tierney and Sabern. So wait, we might be able to hang on to this first. Rejected. They wanted a prospect. He's younger than Raquel. He's not considered a prospect, though. Oh, is there anything that can help? I guess it would be a draft pick. And we bet on ourselves even more. Come on, Ricard. Fine. Not Scotch Sabern. No. Take away the 4th. I can't give more. It's got to be next year. Oh, next year's. Okay. They don't want anything from 2 years from now, but a second. 3 seconds in Chris Tierney for Ricard Raquel. That is okay. I will retain half of his contract. It's 1 year. We have a boatload of money. I think this trade is so close to being done. You just gotta sweeten it maybe just a little bit with that 4th now. Come on. We're looking at this could be a really good pick for, or a pickup for us. A 3rd. They don't want to give out extra salary. That's an excuse. Might have to be Tierney in the 1st. And I'm okay with that. If you get that, you're not getting that. A 3rd. A 1st, a 3rd. I believe there was a 2nd in there from a couple years from now. And Chris Tierney for Ricard Raquel. I was just trying everything and anything and everything. We give up our 1st this year. It does suck. It does suck. But Ricard Raquel fits right in, and he's got a really good contract. And they still keep their good center core. Not as good as it once was, but it still can flatten teams. And Tierney, 1 year left there. I retained half of his salary, so it shouldn't be an issue. That's a good center core. I'm surprised they haven't moved Danton Heinen to get value back, but we just made a deal. So I think we're set. I'm going to finish the simulation off camera. Ricard Raquel, get in there. Boom! +3. That's good. Scratched, we have Riley, Pekka, Sabern. Not really, it's Willanen, Pekka, and Sabern. Alright. I'm actually going to go check out the power play lines. I will do this all myself, and I will see you at the end of the year. Oh, we messed it up big time. Big time mess up. Big time. We bet on ourselves, and the Ducks get a top pick from us. Now the good thing is, where are the... And the Sharks made the playoffs. The Islanders, we get their top pick though. So this could be good. The Islanders dropped off. We finished ahead of them. The Preds finished ahead of them. The Avalanche finished. Okay, there. we're going to have possibly a top 5 pick. I think the trades we made weren't terrible. We gave up some picks, yes, but the Columbus Blue Jackets again to knock out the top seed. We're gonna watch this live. Let's see if it happens. Tied 1-1. Leafs are gonna be out first round because it's the Leafs. Tampa's got them. Tampa's got them, I think. The AHL is done. Yeah, Tampa's got them this time. They're not letting that happen again. We are not in the playoffs. Barring a massive collapse from the Tampa Bay Lightning, they have round 1 in the books. Yes, they do. Toronto comes back and beats Pittsburgh, so it's Toronto-Washington, and it could be the Battle of Florida going into round 2, and it is Toronto-Washington, Tampa, Florida. In the West, it's St. Louis, Edmonton, Arizona. I want it to be Arizona-Edmonton, honestly, but the Blues could go for back-to-back here. After the first 3, it's how it shapes up. It could be Tampa. Tampa is a really good team. Tampa and Washington looks like round 2. So the Leafs finally get through, and they're bounced in the second round. Tampa, Washington, St. Louis bests Connor McDavid and the Blues. It's Calgary and St. Louis. Washington and Washington and Tampa. Wow. The Flames are not a team to mess with. The series is almost over. The Flames beat out the defending Stanley Cup champions. And does Ovi have... No, Ovi doesn't. Ovi's bounced in the third round again. He wanted to go for 2 Stanley Cups. Could it be the Flames? Could the Flames have another Stanley Cup? Or their first? I don't actually know that. Calgary Flames win the Stanley Cup. The Calgary Flames win the Stanley, and the Ontario Reign, LA Kings affiliate, wins the Calder. Let's check out awards. Let's go to retirements. Actually, if there is, before we close this out. Actually, I might just do it off camera. Who do we have to resign next year? For next year. Brown, Duclair, Williams. Wants an extension. Who? Brown, Duclair, Williams, Howard Luck, Irwin. Who doesn't want to come back? Bodker and Hainsey. And Borvietsky. We can do without those guys. I mean, Hainsey was pretty good with finishing even. He was pretty decent with Thomas Chabot. Chabot's extension is going to kick in. Thomas Chabot ends with a solid, close to 50-point season. Why does Zaitsev have $5 million a $5 million contract? Oh boy. Alright. So I'm going to get doing the wants extensions off camera. Actually, on camera. We'll see what $3 million for a year. How about we go 3.5? And we'll... Oh, I'm not gonna spill the beans, but what do you want? No, I'm not giving Matterman that. Unless he did good coming to our team. What did you do? 31 games, 5 points. No, you're not coming back. Howard Luck. Come on, game. Did pretty good. He was a -3. Took some shots. 1 game winner. 2 shorthanded goals. Yeah, you're coming back. As a third liner. I don't know, we'll hold off on you. Duclair wants to be here till he's 28. And if we go 4-4, that could be a steal. Based off what did you do this year? 25 and 25. That's not bad. Ryan Callahan is not coming back. And the man from downtown, Connor Brown, 10-goal season, 44 points, playing partially with Kachuk. I think for sure we're signing. Let's take a peek. For sure we're not signing Brown. For sure we're going to sign Duclair. And if we can get you for a 4-4 for 4 years, that's a solid deal. No one else here is getting re-signed, except for maybe Hourlook. Any goalies? Doc Horde. If I can get you locked up for the 925 for 3 years, give you to your 26, we could have a couple good years with you as a backup. Alright. Let's get to the retirements. Let's see who calls it. And we get not very fucked over, but Anaheim. Anaheim just won the lottery with our pick. That sucks. Is this player going to be better than Rickard Rakell? Probably. The Kings win themselves a nice, shiny, new, oh, what's his face? Oh my gosh. Lafreniere, there we go. New Jersey wins themselves probably Quinton Byfield. Anaheim could win themselves a good defenseman. And they get back-to-back picks. Yep, they get screwed over, but then the screwing over helps them. Montreal moves down to 5th. Oh, that sucks. We get a 7th. That's not bad for us. Not at all. I mean, I'll take that. Maybe we can move up to a top 5 pick if we package both. I will see what it brings. Let's get to the retirements, and then I'll do a wrap up with the awards, and we will call it an episode. I wanted to see what the retirements were. There we go. Anybody on Ottawa? No. David Beckus is gone. Dominic Moore is gone. Kyle Bronziak is gone. Johan Franzen and Chris Kunitz. One of the best undrafted players, in my opinion. Any goalies? Any big-time goalies? No. No coaches retire from us. Or, no, I think an AHL coach did. Let's continue simming. We are stuck on this day. We'll do the draft next episode. And re-sign phase next episode. Justin Williams did not sign his contract yet. Surprising. I didn't see it pop up. Is it still there? Yes. Duclair's is and Williams are still there. There's questions for... No, Craig Anderson doesn't want to come back. He wants to win a Stanley Cup. That's not surprising. Alright. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next episode when we get through the draft.